I met two new friends last week, and I did it while reading a book. I listened to the audiobook Kate and Frida last week. The book is by Kim Fay, and she's written several other books. This was her first that I had read, and I'm going to be looking up the others. This book was a delight. It was so fun, but also substantive. And it's about two women, Kate and Frida. They live on different continents. They're both from the US. Kate lives in Seattle, and Frida is living in Paris. They are both in their 20s. The year is 1991 when the book starts out, and they basically develop a friendship as pen pals. Kate is working in a Seattle bookstore, and Frida is living in Paris. She's trying to be a journalist. She wants to be a war correspondent, and she writes the Seattle bookstore asking for books. Well, Kate responds because she's the only employee who's perky enough, and they keep writing to each other. Kate and Frida is a love letter to books and reading, and also to food. But we encounter so many books while reading this book, and conversations about books and which books nourish us in the ways we need to be fed. And I related so closely with both characters. So Kate, obviously the name, but also, Kate is insecure about how she communicates. She went to college feeling like she hadn't read all the right books before going, and she always felt a little behind. And oh my God, like this author nailed that for me. But also Frida. So this is in 1991, and Frida's in Paris. She wants to go to Bosnia and to cover the war, to become a journalist. And she doesn't want to tell her parents. I've mentioned in a couple of videos that my husband and I lived in Europe, and we were in a grad school there. And after the grad school, I had talked with an NGO, like a nonprofit, but an NGO about going to Bosnia to basically to play with children. And I was planning to go. But unlike Frida, I wrote my parents and told them, and they freaked out, and I didn't go. But there was so much of Frida's experience that I just really resonated with me. And I will say too, back to Kate, in addition to the other things, Kate and her boyfriend